Hey guys, today I'm going to do my makeup routine that I do when I do wear makeup. I'm going to be using the new Burberry foundation that I showed you guys in my last Sephora haul. I got it during the VIB sale and I'll have a link to it in the description box. The color I have in this foundation is Chestnut, and I feel like it's a really good summer color for me, especially since I do have a little bit more color on my skin. It's a very rich color. I feel like in the winter time I may have to go a little bit lighter, and I do love that it has a pump. That's always a plus. So I'm just going to start with my foundation primer. This is the Laura Mercier primer, and this is just a deluxe sample that I have. So I'm just going to shake this up a little bit and apply some to my fingertip. And that's about how much I use. And I just rub this in. I already did my eyebrows just because that does take me some time to do because my eyebrows aren't groomed at all. So it takes a lot for them to look semi-decent, and then still they just look okay, but it's usually what I do to them. If you guys want to see how I do them like this, I mean, I feel like they look okay, just let me know. And I'm going to take the foundation. I usually use about 2 to 3 pumps. I'm gonna put 2.5. That's the color there. And I use a damp beauty blender sponge. And I'm just gonna start dabbing the foundation in all over my face. And I feel like this foundation blends so well. Like, it's no work to get it blended in. And I feel like the coverage of this foundation is about medium. You can get it to full coverage, but I feel like on its own, it's definitely a medium coverage foundation. And the finish is very nice, as you guys will see in the finished product. My next step after foundation is concealer, and the concealer I'm using is the NARS Creamy Concealer, and the color is Amande. Just apply this under my eyes in kind of a triangular shape. And I will sometimes highlight the bridge of my nose and my forehead, and I'll do a little bit on my chin and keep its bow a tiny bit. I feel like I look like I'm in a tribe. Okay, and then I take my beauty blender again and blend that out. Since I do have a little bit of darkness around my mouth, around my smile lines, I'm going to apply just a tiny bit of concealer there. Not a lot, because if you apply too much product in those areas, then it makes them stand out even more. So I just like to do a little thin layer. Okay, and now I'm going to set my face. I'm using the Black Up Translucent Powder in the color PL12, and it's just a loose tinted powder. I know everyone likes to use the Laura Mercier translucent powder, I think it's called. I don't know, I'm still afraid to use it because I feel like it's gonna be too ashy, but I know a lot of like darker skinned women still love it, so I may have to try it, but I'm liking this one for now, and I think this is the lightest color it comes in. But I just take my beauty blender also with this, and I apply that under my eye. and basically everywhere that I put concealer. And I'm also going to apply it to my jawline, and this will just help my bronzer contour stand out a little bit. Because I just use bronzer as a contour. I don't really use a lot of cream contour products. And sometimes I let this sit, but I don't think I'm going to really let it sit very long today, just because sometimes if I do, it's very hard to blend and I'll just have patches. So I'm just going to go ahead and sweep it away now. And I'm just using a fluffy kabuki brush. And next I'm going to go in with bronzer, and this is basically going to go anywhere I didn't put my loose setting powder. And this is the Guerlain Terracotta bronzer in the color 09. It's not as deep as 08 Ebony, but they discontinued that color, so we'll just use this one. And I'm just using an angled kind of kabuki style shaped brush. And I just go into the hollows of my cheeks and under my jawline. And I do my forehead. Not that this ever makes your forehead look a little smaller, but you can still try. And now I'm going to go in with blush, and the blush I'm using is a very old, well-loved blush from MAC, and it's called Notable. I don't know if this is still made, but it's like a dusty rose mauve color. What I find that I like to use, it's like as a dupe for this, is the NARS Dolce Vita. I love that one too. So that's a good dupe. I do believe NARS still makes that one. I don't know if MAC still makes this color, but they're very similar, give the same look. So check that one out if you really like these kind of colors. And I'm just going in with a blush brush and swirling it around the edges. And I'm just gonna put some right above where I applied the bronzer. Apply brush, I go in again with my fluffy kabuki brush, and I kind of just blend things out just in case they came out a little too harsh. So I just like to go over the fluffy brush. Still haven't really gotten into all of the highlighter crazes. I don't know, I still kind of like the matte face. I feel like my skin kind of naturally gets that dewiness after I've worn my foundation for a little while. So I don't know, I haven't gotten into really applying that regularly, so I'm not going to do highlighter today. I'm just going to do a little bit to my eyes. I think I'm going to take my eyeliner, kind of crayon. It's from Sephora. It's their waterproof kohl eyeliner. Twists up and down, so I like these because you don't have to sharpen them, and this eyeliner lasts all day. Sometimes I'll go in and apply a little bit to my top lid and like smudge it out with the other side because it has a sponge here, if you guys can see that. I like to use that to smudge out my eyeliner. I feel like it gives it a very natural look. But today I think I'm just going to do my tight line and waterline just a little bit to make my eyes pop some. Now I'm going to go in with mascara. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and this mascara is just okay. It's not the best, so I'm just trying to use it up so I can repurchase my favorite, which is the Benefit They're Real, and this is almost done. I feel like it dried out a little bit quickly, so I'm just going to apply a lot of this to my top lashes. going to apply is my lip color, and this is the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the color Bauhaus or Bauhaus 5, however you want to pronounce it. But it's just a rosy pink color. So I'm just going to apply this, and I love these. I use these a lot. So I'm just gonna apply this. I don't use any like lip liners or anything with these. I just apply them straight on. Okay, so that is my finish. So my camera basically ran out of space and my battery died on me. So I had to wait for that to charge and get a new memory card just so I can film this outro for you guys. But as you can see, the lighting is very different. So I apologize for that, but this is the finished makeup look. I'm sure from the previous clips you guys could see it in better lighting. But this is what it looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.